was also the beginning of the Mark Twain Zephyr from St. Louis to Burlington.
Ralph Budd and my grandfather was interested in stainless steel.
I don't know how he got in contact, but now enter part 2 of the story, the Mark Twain Zephyr.
I really hope that my first train ride is on the Zephyr.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for another update on MarkTwainZephyr.com, also our Facebook and Twitter pages at Mark Twain Zephyr. I'm Robert Tabor, and Director of Passenger Development for the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad, and it is Sunday, December 26, 2021. And for our update on MarkTwainZephyr.com, we have probably the ultimate guest that's joining us. We're so excited to have you. This is Peter Budd.
Well, thank you.
Boy, that name, the last name sounds familiar. By chance, any relation to Ralph Budd, or?
He's my great-grandfather.
Wow. So, I guess tell us, you remember him?
Ralph Budd died right before I was born.
Okay, but your grandfather?
My grandfather, John Marshall Budd.
Also took over
Yes.
the company as well.
Yes.
So, tell us your memories of your grandfather then.
I have memories of a child. We would go on the caboose of his train. It was set up like a business office for him.
And where would this have been?
In St. Paul.
Oh, in St. Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm not sure where we went to. It was about an hour away, an hour train ride, and then we would ride back to St. Paul. And I was young. I did this a few times in my childhood, but I was young, probably 7 or 8 years old. And it was very, very exciting that we got to ride on Bompa's train.
Bompa, was that your name for?
Bompa is what we called him.
Nice. So what was his position then with the company? And did he take over directly from your great-grandfather then? Or?
My great-grandfather was with the Burlington route.
Okay.
And then the Great Northern later on. And my grandfather was the youngest executive at the Great Northern ever.
Oh, okay.
He became an executive at 37 years old.
Wow. So he wanted to definitely follow in his father's,
yes.
Your great-grandfather's footsteps.
Yeah.
What other memories do you have? Do a lot of people recognize you from the?
Not at all.
This is I could see it in your face.
This is quite a few. This is 2 generations ago, so I don't have that recognition. But I am a truck driver, and I deliver parts to the railroad all the time.
Oh, okay.
To Burlington Northern, so that's exciting for me personally that I'm continuing the freight.
You are, yeah.
Business.
Were there offices up here?
Yes.
Or their headquarters was up here in St. Paul?
Yes.
Then? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought maybe it was in Burlington, Iowa, or something. So the headquarters of the Burlington Northern and Great Northern, and that's why you're in St. Paul, where we are today. Okay. Have you come across a lot of books or memorabilia or papers or?
My father had a lot of that stuff. My sister has it now.
Oh, okay. What kind of stuff stands out to you when you look through the collection, or any particular items or anything like that?
Well, there's a lot of photos of him in the office working that I've seen. I haven't really gone through everything. My sister packed up my father's house.
Oh, okay.
I was working at the time when he passed.
Okay. And
so she knows more of what was in all of his items than I do.
And have you come across anything with the Zephyrs, particularly? Any memories of that as a child at all? The Twin Cities Zephyrs or the Mark Twain Zephyr or anything?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, this was more in the 70s. He was putting together the Burlington route with the Great Northern to create the Burlington Northern, and I remember that was a very exciting time.
So your grandfather oversaw the merger, actually?
He put it together.
Oh, wow.
He was the one who made it happen.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What do you remember from that? Or
it was a big deal.
It was stressful, a happy time, stressful, a little bit of emotional, I guess, for him?
He was very, very busy. I do remember that. But it was something that he really wanted to get done, and he did. And it was a huge achievement for him. I remember that when it did go through, and it was very exciting for him.
So do you take a lot of train trips now, or?
No, I don't, actually. I haven't been on a train in a long time, but I'm so proud of my heritage and what they achieved and their accomplishments.
And
I'm so...
Did he talk a lot about his father, which obviously Ralph Budd, and did he talk about that?
I don't remember that. I don't remember
not
much about Ralph.
And have you done a lot of reading and that
I've
kind
read
of thing?
things about what they've done, sure.
And then tell us about what you are. You said you're a trucker, and you live here in the Twin Cities.
I live in the Twin Cities.
And
I just do local pickup and delivery.
Okay.
But one of the places that I go to is Burlington Northern, and that's exciting. I bring parts for locomotives and cars.
And you said they don't know your real identity.
No, but it's very exciting to walk into the Burlington Northern Northtown train diesel shop and look around and go, my grandfather helped put all this together. It's exciting.
It is super exciting. Curious what you think about the restoration of the Mark Twain Zephyr, which is, I guess, an hour 45 minutes down the road from you at the Wisconsin Great Northern.
So excited for all of this, and I'm deeply appreciative of you all putting that together.
Well, we hope to have you come out for our when we're ready to do our groundbreaking. Hopefully in the spring we'll have a chance to do that, and we hope to have you
wonderful.
and your family out. And anything else you'd like to add about your great-grandfather?
I'm just so proud to be part of this family.
All right, well, we hope you learned a little bit more about Ralph Budd, who was president of the CB&Q, put in the order for the Mark Twain Zephyr and a lot of the other historic Burlington equipment that you've come to know and love. Next week, Sunday, January 2nd, 2022, we will have a sit-down interview with Mary Budd Musey. She's a 92-year-old granddaughter of Edward Budd Sr., who, of course, ran the Budd Company in Philadelphia. If you enjoy these interviews, we're going to be putting together a DVD here at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad that we'll be releasing next year. We'll have an extended version of a lot of these interviews that you'll get to see and enjoy. So until next week, have a very safe New Year's coming up, and we'll see you on January 2nd. Thanks so much for joining us for another update on the Mark Twain Zephyr at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. Before you leave, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can do this by clicking on the red subscribe button. That way, you'll be among the first to know when we post our next update. And be sure to check out marktwainzephyr.com, where we post additional content during the week. You can also watch previous update videos you might have missed. We are also on Facebook and Twitter at Mark Twain Zephyr.
It was so far ahead of its time. It was going to be made out of stainless steel.
Did he design the whole train?
He designed the whole train.
The Mark Twain Zephyr was so crowded, she would have to stand between Quincy and him.
The stainless steel cars, and I at that age and young, and how bright it was, and